Hey everyone! My name is Jessica Hitt, and this is more of an impromptu video. The video I was going to have this week is actually going to have to film this weekend. It's going to be the roommate tag with my roommate, obviously, Katie Peters. But you'll be seeing that next week. So this week I was looking up tags because I wanted to know the questions for the roommate tag, and I saw a really cool one called the Throwback tag. So that's what we're going to do today. Yay! Okay, the first question for the Throwback tag is, what year were you born in? I was born in the best year, which is 1992. It was the year that Aladdin came out, Batman Returns, Sister Act, Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. Yeah, good year. That's what I gotta say. Number 2 is, do I have any pictures of myself when I was younger? And I think so let me try to find them really quick. Look at how adorable I was. I was a really cute kid, and then I got to 8th grade, and it just didn't really work out from there on in until about end of high school. What TV shows did I grow up watching? We're talking like old school 90s Nickelodeon. It is easily Rugrats, loved Hey Arnold, Wild Thornberrys was fantastic. Coming home and watching the Toonami block after school, and I'd come home and it would be Thundercats, fantastic. It would go into, I think, Sailor Moon after that, which, come on, Sailor Moon is the shit. Dragon Ball Z, and it ended with another show, and I can never remember what it's called, but it was one of my favorites. It was anime, of course. It's all I watched when I was younger. But by far, my 2 favorite shows were Pokemon. I'm wearing a Pokemon shirt right now. But my top favorite show was Digimon. I love Digimon, and I recently actually rewatched a whole bunch of Digimon. The next question is, what did you want to be when you grew up, and do you still want to be it? And I have always been interested in staying in the realm of entertainment. When I was a kid, I really wanted to be a singer. Then I realized that I'm not much of a singer. Then I really wanted to be, for a long time, the lead bassist and backup singer of an all-girl rock band. I started to discover acting, and I think that's really what I wanted to be for a very long time. And then I tried to get more realistic in my views, and I was into like advertising and business and stuff. And then I was just like, well, screw that. Business is boring, and I'm gonna follow a pipe dream. It's working out real well for me. Next question is, what were the toys that you played with when you were younger? When I was really young, I was into like those small little like dinosaur things. And then for a long time I went through a phase where I collected those little Matchbox cars. The next question is, what's the most embarrassing thing that you remember doing from when you were a kid? I've never been someone who gets embarrassed very easily, so I don't have very many examples of this. But there's one moment that is like seared in my brain. Okay, so when I was about 11 years old, I had family that was living down in the Anaheim area, so we had like the Disneyland trip and everything. And one of the days we ended up going to a beach. I decided I wanted to go boogie boarding, and I was doing it for a long time, and it was a lot of fun. At one point, I was hanging on to the boogie board, going down, and a wave kind of crashed over me as I was doing it, and like the force of me going forward brought the bottom part of my swimsuit down to my ankles, and I thought for sure I was losing them, but I stayed hooked on to the boogie board, and I just stretched my legs out so far so they couldn't like fully get off. So I'm boogie boarding, and my bare butt is out in the ocean, and there's tons of people around. And so then finally, like when I was down, I just sunk down into the water, like up to my neck, and like pulled them up. And I just kind of like played it off as no one saw it. But then I turned around, and my uncle was just laughing his ass off at me. So that was scarring. The next question is, read something you wrote in kindergarten. And I don't know if I have a lot of stuff from kindergarten, but I do have this giant Barbie box full of grade school stuff. So we'll read some stuff from here. Oh, I wrote a story. But I'm not going to read the story. I'm just going to read like my dedicated page and then like the about the author page. This is called Princess Palace. Okay, this is dedicated to my mom because she helps me get homework done. Not because she birthed me or anything. Meet the author. Oh, I was 8 years old. So, name is Jessica Hitt, age 8. I'm an expert at being a best friend. My favorite book is The Owl Moon. I don't know what book that is. My best school subject is math. That went downhill. So it says my best school subject is math because I can do it. When I grow up, I will be a babysitter. Well, for a long time I hated children, so that didn't really work out. Ooh, favorite things by Jessica Hitt. Okay, this will be the last one. Food, burrito. TV show, Sailor Moon. My favorite movie is Toy Story 2. Really? Toy Story 2? Movie stars, Jim Carrey. Oh, okay. I'm feeling you. Song, Hit Me Baby One More Time. That is a classic. Group, S Club 7. S Club. There ain't no party like an S Club party. Show you how. Everybody get down tonight. Do you remember the TV show that they had? S Club 7 in Miami? That was so good. Ooh, ooh, put your hands in the air. Ooh, ooh. Don't stop, never get up. Hold your head high and reach the top. Let the world see what you have got. Don't stop, never in love. Hold your head high and reach the top. Oh, what's the slow one? Oh, what's the other one? You never had a dream come true. Till the day that I love you. Da 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 da. Will always be a better. Never had a dream. Okay, that's enough. My favorite restaurant is Red Lobster. I hate any kind of seafood. Any. I just don't like things from the ocean because the ocean is terrifying. The only thing I ever ate at Red Lobster were the biscuits, which were admittedly very good, but also the applesauce. Now it's Taco Bell. 3 songs I like to listen to as a kid. Well, as we just learned, Hit Me Baby One More Time. My loneliness is killing me, and That's my Britney Spears impression. Probably Bye 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 by NSYNC. That's still a great jam. For some reason, I had this weird obsession with the song Crazy Train by Black Sabbath and Ozzy Osbourne. So Crazy Train. What was one funny thing you dressed up as for Halloween when you were younger? But there was this one year that me and my best friend Holly, we dressed up and we were going to go trick-or-treating around her neighborhood. And I think that year I was like a spider witch. I like dressed up like a witch and I bought a bag of fake spiders and like super glued them to whatever I was wearing, which was kind of weird. But what she did was she got a white sheet, she put in 2 eye holes and a nose hole, threw it over her head, and guess what she was? She was a marshmallow for Halloween. Tell a funny story of something you remember happening when you were younger. A funny story? This is one of my favorite memories ever, and it was with 2 of my best friends, and we spent the entire hour to 2 hours sitting in my living room trying to make each other laugh with fart sounds. I remember being on the floor, like my stomach hurt from laughing so much, and I was crying. Oh my gosh, that is one of my favorite memories. I mean, farting's always funny. Number 12, are there any special things you've kept from when you were a child? Yes, my big teddy bear. And this thing was huge younger. I think it shrunk. It's still kind of soft, actually, surprisingly. Smells old, though. I don't smell it. The second thing is this white teddy bear. But this one, Not as soft. I think I've had it for longer, actually. Smells worse. I had this, like, family of stuffed animals that I slept with. Yeah, now I just sleep with my dog. Is that sad? It's kind of sad. But the most important thing that I've kept, and the one thing that I will always keep, and I'll probably, actually, I don't think I'll give this to my kids because they'll probably rip it and ruin it and destroy one of my favorite things in the world. Then I'll just have to get rid of my kids. So this right here is my most favorite stuffed animal. It is a snow leopard, but its name is Tiger. It's got both of its eyes, but it lost its nose, which makes it kind of creepy, and it looks like this weird spotted version of Voldemort now. I wonder how you smell. Yeah, smells the same. What was something weird that I used to do as a kid? I honestly think I'm more weird of an adult than I am or was as a kid. Like, now I have really weird habits. Like, I do this thing now where I like to do this, which is kind of what flies do. You know how they do that? But I do this because my hands are really soft and I like the feeling of them. And it's like a nervous tick sometimes too. Okay, number 14. What's the scariest thing you remember that happened to you when you were younger? Okay, I don't get scared in real life very easily, but when I watch TV shows or movies, I can get scared very, very easily. But I think this was one of the only memories that I remember from when I was 4 years old. So we had this house that is giant backyard, and right next to us was this mini forest. And then on the other side was the freeway. Safe, right? But one time, I decided it would be fun to sneak into the forest part. And I probably didn't even go very far. I assumed that I could still see the house. And I, for some reason, got so in my head that I was lost or that I was going to get lost that I started to freak out. And that's all I remember. I assume I found my way back to the house. Okay, this is the last question. Question 15. How is the world now different from how it was when you were a child? The 90s, from when I grew up to now, are completely different. Now everybody has cell phones, and we're in this digital age where, we're putting things up like this that we want strangers to watch. You don't necessarily talk to people face to face as much, and it's all about communication through words or smiley faces and little poop emojis. I mean, everyone's gonna think that where they're from is the good old days, but I like the change, and I can't wait to see what we're like in another 20 years. Still bitter that we never got flying cars. Where are our flying cars, scientists? My hover car. Why aren't we living like the Jetsons? What the fuck, scientists? Okay, that was the throwback tag. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I actually really did. This is the first time I've gotten these buddies out in years. But if you did like the video, give me a big thumbs up. And subscribe if you haven't already. I make videos once a week. And usually they're kind of funny. I think. They're probably not that funny, but let's just say for my ego that they're really funny. It was good talking to you guys. I'll see you next week. Bye! Impressive. Did that in one take. That's a first. Hey, I have a camera in here. I loved that show. For some reason, my dog wants to put his head on my laptop. And he can't do that. You can't do that, Porthos. No. I love you, though.